Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, today we've got a map which is in equal measures totally boring, but equally will allow your city to be the star of your own show. It's a map which is kind of a lot of nothing, but it's full of everything. It's a map that's beautifully balanced in all kinds of ways and measures, and when you throw into the fact that it's
my first map.
It's kind of almost unbelievable. I've got to say that. It's really very nice indeed. Plus I got a little bonus, a little Easter egg when actually opening up the workshop page as well. All of these things I think deserve a slap of that like button. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you for your support. Today's map is Mesa Verde by noobz. Noobz. How noobs are you, noobs? Because you don't look very noobs to me. Are you sure this isn't a new account? Possibly. There's your start square. Looks great. There's your terrain heights. Completely, well, it's from a terrain height map. So there you go. And all of that oil in the lowlands as well. Bit of ore if you want it around the edges. Off to the workshop. It's mass transit and after dark requirements. And then a short list of things to subscribe to. There is a one-click collection. We'll be using the Arrowhead Valley official map theme today and the Relight Neutral LUT. Down there it does say one day you'll get a review from the one and only BonBonB. Well, that seems to be me. And today we'll give you a review. We won't show you the one-click collection because you can see the list there. It's not the world's longest. You don't really need to see that opened up, do you? Do you? Too late. We're down at ground level now. So anyway, regulars to the show will know that I'm not the biggest fan of desert maps, but yet I can score them very highly indeed. I am a very temperate kind of person. Temperate by nature and temperate by geology as well. But this just feels right. This is obviously the Arrowhead Valley, so big nods and shout outs to Flux and Strict there. You don't get much better than those two, do you? And it's got that whole Arrowhead Valley vibe to it of just an emptiness, but a desert that's alive as well at the same time. Now, empty and very flat, so if you're looking for a nice easy build plane to build onto, this would be a particularly good map to have a look at for that. The one thing that I feel possibly holds the map back a little bit, although this is covered in the description so I can't really mark it down for it, is it's not designed for a huge city build. The amount of water running through the map is okay, and it is suited to a small to medium size city stroke towns build, you know. There we go. First and only intersection before we get to the start square. Very tidy. Can't really mark this down either. Quite happy with all of that. And no blue mantle, so everybody's a winner, especially noobs. Right, okay, well this boring highway, and it's boring by, well, this is what the highways are like in America. 2 lanes as well, which I understand is actually correct as well until you get into the big cities. It's kind of, I mean, it's all there. It's a map which doesn't have much in it and has a lot in it, and marking it down is not easy. It's not easy. It's going to score well. It's just a question of, could it be more? And I feel it could be more, like in terms of the detailing, in terms of the aesthetics, but only by, well, sacrificing some of what this map actually is. So it's basically, there's nothing really, nothing wrong with it. Like I say, there's nothing to mark down. Anyway, start square area, not exactly sure how it lays out, but it's somewhere around about here, and we do have one of these. one of these assets of the day. Now, this one is from rural Nevada. Oh, no, sorry. This one's from Finland. Rauma Library in Finland. I do believe that's the Rauma. Let me just check me. There you go. Rauma. There we go. Back to where we were. By Ionwind, this one. I just had to, couldn't remember if it was Rauma or Rauma. I did make a note. I went to Google. I said, how do you pronounce Rauma or Rauma? And Rauma is what it came up with. Lovely asset, this one. Very, very lovely. And factoids because factoids. Charles Blondin, you may have heard of him, the greatest tightrope walker of his age, was the first man to cross Niagara Falls on a 3-inch rope. Died today, February the 19th, in 1897. He once walked across the Niagara Falls with his agent on his back. I'm sorry, but you couldn't pay me enough to go on somebody's back and cross a tightrope, even at 3 feet, let alone that. Rauma Library by Ionwind, today's asset of the day. Top quality work there. Top quality. Ionwind, I think, is definitely a name to look out for in the future in terms of asset creations, because that is an amazing, amazing first shot on this show. Anyway, again, we've got some really nice just bridge work going on here. It's simple, it's basic, it's understated, it's everything it wants and needs to be. Got some grasses there as well, which just brings the ground to life. Got rail over road, and I'm just about okay with that as well. And then again, nice little crossing the river. Nothing really to. It's boring, but boring in the right ways. Am I making sense? Do I ever? Probably not. Right, okay, we see fog, so that means we've made our way across 18 kilometers of boring space. We've had a little look at a Finnish library, and I think at this point we've got a rail here. We should skip across to the rail, and we'll just go back the other way. Again, not too much to see. We're not going to go across the entire map here, because there are 2 or 3 basic routes going across the map. Nothing to grumble about at all. There was a little bit of catenary, a couple of poles that are a little bit too close to each other. Look when you look at the entire map. But then I understand again from you guys that that I think we saw catenaries actually in the line as well there. But yes, you guys, that America doesn't really do catenaries, especially across the deserts. It's all one big locomotive yanking it across, and it's all a catenary replacement mod, basically, I feel. Probably. But there's no note of that actually on the workshop, so we'll just take this route. We'll go left. If going right is a way of going all the way across to the other side of the map, and we could do that. But let's head down, because I see some sort of building. I wonder what sort of building that would be. I see some sort of building. We'll head down towards there. There are sidings there. Again, it's all very boring and standard. And yet, the right foliage, the right density of foliage, it just feels right. And I could say this a trillion times. It just feels right. Level crossing there, which is exactly what you'd expect on that sort of road in this part of the desert. A little banking around here, and there you go. We'll have another look here. Catenaries actually in the lines themselves. Minor detailing issue. That just when you get down to it, catenary replacer mod, get rid of it. You don't want them on this map. And then down here into the sidings, right beside everybody's favourite factory, and it's time, of course, for the intermission.
Are you worried that you aren't using all the best mods? And which ones best suit your needs anyway? Then you need the community voted top 10 mods of 2019. Click the information button now.
And back to Mesa Verde by noobz. Now there's no shipping, because there'd be no sense to having shipping on this map at all. But there are air and road and rail. That's basically all you need, I feel. Okay, a water flow. We do have some rivers, okay, and well, one river that winds its way across the map. If we check down here, we do have water flow. We are rolling downstream at the moment with the water flow. The rivers feel real. They feel like they've actually, you know, gouged this path out itself, but it's not a gouged river. It's just very gently tapered. One of those things that noobz has basically spent time just thinking about it. A little bit of a canal going on there for irrigation purposes, I would imagine. We do have some farmland going on. And there's your map as a whole. Again, it's boring, but in the right way. If we come down here, you'll see it's not entirely flat land. We do have a little bit of a ridge going on here. A mesa, no doubt. Some sort of canyon. Not a canyon, but like it's like a wide river valley, and it's just, you can see the ridge. It's very tidily done. I feel the foliage has been done exactly right along these ridges as well. You can see the foliage is just marking out without marking out. It's very tidy, it's very clean, very clever, and very slick. Which is why I wonder, I have no doubt, of course, that noobz is indeed noobz, and this is their first map. But if it turned out to be the return of Owl or Zosso or Sidai under a fake account, it wouldn't surprise me, because the standards are there. I mean, it's probably too simple a map for the likes of Owl or Sidai or Zosso to have returned with. But there ain't nothing wrong with it, and all the quality is there. Even the little bits of rock detailing that's going on around these little islets as well. It's very, very good work. So yes, if you're looking for a desert map with a huge buildable area, and also my only grumble would be we could do with a little bit more water, but then it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be a huge city. You could build some great big irrigation pools and draw water from there, I guess. You could do a big city. You could work on it. And of course you could use your own mods and place your own spawn points and flood the entire area. Hey, let's do it. Anyway, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? I think so. I think so. Aesthetically, okay, it's boring, but it's perfect for what it wants to be. That my only grumble is it is kind of we've seen desert maps that are a lot more interesting, and I'd be more inclined to swing towards one of those. I do prefer this one to Arrowhead Valley though, to be fair. I'm going to give it a very strong 4 stars. Just lacks a little bit of interest. Detailing, a few catenary issues, and I feel that it could be just a little bit more interesting in the detailing. There's nothing wrong with it. It's getting 4 stars for detail. Gameplay potential, actually I can't fault it. You can't do a mega city on it. It's not meant to be a mega city map, and you still play it a trillion different ways. I'm going to give 5 stars for gameplay. Mesa Verde by noobz, my first map, and also my first seal of approval. I've got to give it. Well, not a map I would be playing personally, but I can't see any reason why you shouldn't, especially if you're looking for a desert map with a big build plane. That's what it is. Well done, noobz. Well, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, for joining me for another map in the What's Map series. We'll have another one tomorrow. Yes, of course, we'll have another one tomorrow. And another one on Friday. And another one on Saturday. At least one of those is an excellent map. I'm not going to tell you which one yet, though. See you then. Have a great day. And I'll be back very, very soon.